Let us know if you guys want to see some actual cooking.
Sure, it is
but
important.
yeah. Hey, we should do some reactions. Coco, when you're special guesting, we should do stuff like this, like react to food.
I'm not for another dab.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't even taken mine.
Yeah, me too.
Me either.
Shut your
Me either. What the fuck? We never dabbed.
We are reacting to most expensive food people eat.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. Just watching this. All right, let's get started.
Well, I got some
Just from seeing the thumbnail, huh?
Check around for some of the most expensive food people eat as well. With that said, let's find out what our
this might give me this might make me want to try some of this.
Ooh, I love oysters.
Y'all too.
How is it expensive? When we eat these,
They got expensive. They weren't expensive.
Yeah, when it comes to
$10 an oyster at a restaurant, brother.
An oyster?
Some restaurants are $12 an oyster.
Expensive dishes in this category. People will usually pay anything between $50 to $100 per oyster, which makes each oyster cost a little.
I want to eat them like that, like without the shell.
You could easily buy 2 meals from Taco Bell or a fancy breakfast at a local cafe.
Oh, especially when it's raw too.
Only enjoy it more.
Have you ever ate them alive?
Hell yeah.
In Mexico, they'd be like, you know, and then it's the same shit, you know, it's raw.
In SF?
Oh, it's so good.
50-50 with seafood.
For the
I only
wealthiest
eat
people
some of
around,
them.
or people who
I eat
consider
everything.
themselves wealthy.
everything's
Which is
fine.
funny considering that oysters used to be the meal for the working class because they used to be a
You heard that?
Honey?
It used to be a low-class meal, and now it just it went up.
Because people, you could just
If you're
crack and
into
just...
European cuisine, then you probably know about pate. A paste that's formed by combining a bunch of grounded meats, veggies, and spices.
Smells bread.
And if you like it, then you might want to try foie gras as
I know
well.
nothing about cooking.
The only thing you need to keep in mind is that foie
looks
gras is
fucking
a bit more
All I know
expensive.
is he's on the iron
One
scale.
single
He's like,
pound
get out of here,
costs around
you
$100.
donut.
You fucking eating sandwich?
Idiot sandwich.
It's a bunch of meat, veggies, and stuff grinded together, and they literally it looks like meat. Look at it.
That's like liver.
We need to remember that fattening a bird just to get a fancy dish is really cruel and mean. That's also why it's going to be a bit difficult to find it in some countries, since they now have regulations that don't allow
Looks like a
people to
fucking
grow
kidney.
birds
That's
to make
fat.
foie gras specifically. Our next entry is fugu.
I've heard of this.
Expensive dishes can
Oh, yeah,
also
that's
be some of the
toxic.
most
It's
dangerous foods
I was
The
you'll
one
about
with
to
the
say that.
teeth. They got nice teeth.
Just look at fugu, a common entry in many of our lists.
That's
The dish
crazy.
itself is
dangerous.
about $135
dangerous?
per
Yeah.
pound,
You could
but it
poke
can
with
be
your-
dangerous
No. If you don't cook it right, you can die.
Fugu
the right
is
part
a
of it.
glowfish, an
Listen.
animal that can easily poison us in regular conditions. And cooking it doesn't make it any less dangerous. That's why
You literally have to have skill
Meet your
to
next
cut and fillet it the right way. If you don't, you can
The
like,
littlest piece.
the poison sac you got inside.
pillows is that you're trying to fit a round
Fuck.
peg into
And that'll
these
spread.
people have a lot of regulations around the cooking of this dish. Only trained chefs are allowed to make it after they spend around 3 or more years of training. Would you take the risk to have
Sure, one
fugu in
fish.
your life?
Hell no.
It might just be the
That's why a
last
lot of
thing you eat if
fishes-
it's not properly
Yeah, chance-
prepared.
Damn,
But
that's
hey, if
crazy.
you get the chance to try it, then you should go for it.
Maybe
Let's
just
get
like
that
chew it up
meat
and spit it
ready.
out, you know?
Tombstone ready.
Just to
and
say,
still
taste
made
it.
out, because
Straight
it's
up, bro.
cheap.
Don't swallow it.
And if it's cheap, then I would probably stay away from that place.
You heard what he said? He said if you hear that they got that and it's cheap, stay
What is it
away.
called again?
Fugu.
Our next entry is Wagyu beef.
This is what guy you
man said
This
one
guy's
guy.
a professional chef, by the way. Currently,
Wagyu
4.5
beef is
star,
made out of
working
4
on to
different
5.
cow breeds, and all of them come
Whatever it is,
exclusively from
Wagyu.
Japan.
Yeah.
It's
Cooking
said that eating
YouTube channel
Wagyu
coming
beef
soon.
is
Cooked
like
at
eating
Alexander's.
fish, and that's not because of the flavor.
The great.
It's
how nice
because
that
the
looks.
meat easily
that's
melts in
fine.
your mouth after it's rendered down in the cooking
Damn.
process.
Ooh, I would just eat it like
The
that.
It's tender like fish.
exhaustion of raising and caring for 4
Oh, man,
different
I'm
cow
hungry
breeds
now.
and then killing them, it shouldn't surprise us that each pound
It's
costs
4
around
different breeds of cows.
$200.
It took
Our
4
next
different breeds for
entry
them to get
is-
4
That's
breeds
so
of cow.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're about to say.
That's vanilla.
Vanilla's not that expensive. I get it in ice cream all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you're
You
right.
can buy the
Vanilla is
condensed
quite
shit.
affordable,
Yeah,
but only if you buy it in small amounts
How does
and
this
if it's
actually-
synthetic. Yeah, I'm sorry to break it to you, but natural vanilla beans are actually pretty pricey. I mean, have you ever bought a pound of real vanilla? That thing can cost around $300.
Chile?
This is because vanilla is an orchid and it's
Can you
quite
imagine how
difficult to grow and extract
delicious
the
and
vanilla
sweet it'll be,
pods.
though?
Madagascar
Let's
is
take
the
a bite of
world's
that.
largest producer.
Hella crunchy.
He said
He said how much a pound? A pound is 300 bucks.
Hopefully natural vanilla will be
that's
less
Real vanilla,
expensive
not
in the years to
synthetic,
come.
not the liquid you buy at the
I'm
store.
okay with just getting vanilla essence, even if it's not as natural as I thought it was. Our next entry,
Ooh, that
Iberico
looks-
ham.
I've been wanting to try this.
Kids love
Look at this.
food. You can expect
This
them to
is
eat pretty much anything.
pig that doesn't eat
And
trash.
Sometimes that includes
Nah,
trash and other foods that no one else would eat. However, Iberico ham comes from very refined
Look at the
and
almonds.
sophisticated
They eat
pigs
like
that eat
almonds from the
acorns
trees.
during
Almonds
their
and
final
acorns.
days.
Acorns, yeah. You
This
watch this video?
processed meat
No,
can
I've heard
be
about it.
found in
It's
Portugal
aged.
and Spain, and they say that if you want the best
Like you, I've
Iberico
heard about this
ham,
pig.
you should get the black
Hella
label.
aged.
The pigs that are used to
Yeah,
make
so,
the
bro,
black
why don't you
label
start that, bro?
Iberico
Like a
ham are pigs
carniceria
that
type
only
shit, you
ate
know?
acorns and oak forests
You can
during
make hella
their
money, and it's something you like to do, you know?
It's like 800
Our
bucks.
next
Just cook
one
every day,
is
you know?
Manuka honey.
Not a
Some people say that
That's
Manuka
part of the
honey
plan.
is like a good
You could sell
wine.
meat
Part
and
of
you
the
could cook
restaurant.
meals for
Flavor
people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
No, they have a
Some
meat
people like
section where you can
sweet stuff,
go
and this honey
after
is
you
for
leave, and you can pull up and buy
It
a
comes
piece,
from a
buy
tree
a pound
called
or something of some
Leptospermum
steak.
scaparium that grows in New Zealand.
To go.
Some people even call it the
Raw.
Manuka bush.
That's sick.
This honey
Like I
is
swear,
special
a
because of
carniceria,
its
like a
healing
straight meat
powers, and
place
it's said
for
that
you
it
to
can
go
treat
buy a butcher,
sore
and
throats
they,
and the
you
common
go and you
cold.
buy it there.
It also has
They'll sell you
apparently
raw Kobe
antiviral,
Wagyu.
What's different
anti-inflammatory,
with
and
these honey?
antioxidant properties. So this honey
different
is
with
like
the
sweet medicine.
wax?
But of
wax,
course, you
the
can't
fucking
expect something
medicinal
this good to
wax.
be cheap. A kilo of Manuka honey is around
Oh.
500 big ones. Our next entry
Moose
is
cheese?
Oh,
cheese. Cow products
Good
are
on
so
that.
last year, and
I'm
that includes
down.
that regular cheese you
Hey,
love. If you want to
that'd be
impress
pretty
your
bad for you,
friends,
I
you need to
guess.
get moose cheese.
I don't like cheese that
Yeah,
much.
you heard it right.
What?
Moose cheese is an actual thing. If you can get milk from
What about
them, you
bison
can also
cheese?
get cheese.
Or buffalo
But
cheese?
it's also
Buffalo.
very exclusive because it's only
Buffalo
made
steak,
in
I heard,
Sweden
is-
at
I was
a
like, does
place
it come
called
spicy?
the Moose House Farm. That's why it costs about $500 per pound. Because I really
Jesus.
don't know any other place that would sell this kind of product, honestly.
That's crazy.
500.
The next century is a matsutake mushrooms.
That looks fire.
This type of mushroom grows
I'm
in Europe,
listening to
Asia,
I've
and
cooked
good
those.
old
I
North
don't.
America.
I'm not a big fan of
But it's
them.
mostly
Cooked
used
them
in Asian
like you said, at
cuisine.
Alexander's.
Korean, Japanese, and Chinese people love
I
it.
prepped those.
The downside is that a lot of insects and
I don't
trees
need
have taken
mushrooms,
over the territory
I
of
love
these
mushrooms.
mushrooms,
I'll cook
which
for
has
them
made
because
it
we cook
hard
with
for
them
them
because
to
they have
grow. That's
good
why
flavor.
they're
What the
more
hell?
uncommon these days.
I like
and
to
they
eat
might
'em.
go
They're hella
extinct
good.
if no one
I
does
don't.
anything to protect
My
their
mom loves them
habitat.
too.
Especially when you
I
like
wouldn't
see
worry
stuff.
yet, though.
Fire.
You can still
Italian
try
food,
them, but
mushrooms
only
are
if you
always
pay
great
about
to cook with.
$600
You can
for
get
a
that.
kilo.
What'd you say?
That means
I
the
love to
kilo
eat 'em,
is gonna be
especially when you
around
see
20
stuff.
bucks.
Jesus Christ.
Probably the most expensive
fucking
mushroom in
around.
the world. Legally, of course.
He said legal.
Our next entry is
Saffron.
saffron.
What's saffron?
It's an Indian
Cinnamon,
spice.
cloves, nutmeg, they can all be a bit pricey sometimes, but none of these spices can be as expensive as saffron.
I've heard of
Saffron is
it.
what gives yellow rice its color. It's also used
Oh.
for dyes, medicine, and perfumes, but its main use is in food due to its bright color and nice smell.
Said perfume.
It's actually nicknamed red gold for very good reason. While it's commonly used in different cuisines around the world, it's also very hard to extract. This spice comes from the crocus flower and it has to be extracted by hand. Now,
Yeah.
imagine 2 football
That's a lot of
fields of
labor.
crocus
By
flowers.
hand.
That's the same amount of flowers that you're gonna need to extract 1 kilo of saffron.
Jesus.
It sounds pretty crazy, but it gets even worse when you figure out that a kilo can
Really
cost
come-
between $500 and $2,000.
Just the insides.
Do you hear that?
The good thing is that
100
people only need a
to
little bit of it
2,000.
to make their dishes.
Look at that.
Our next entry is ayam samani.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's what we're like.
Man.
When your food has supernatural powers,
This is what led to
you
this
can't expect
reaction.
it to be
What?
cheap.
Supernatural
That is the
powers?
case with
What is
ayam
this?
samani, an Indonesian dish that's
That's
believed to have
hella
superpowers.
I've seen people fight with
You
it.
could
Listen,
just breed
listen,
them, you know?
Chicken in the Indonesian language. This chicken is famous because of a dominant
I've
gene
seen people
that
fight with
causes
these the black
hyperpigmentation.
roosters.
This makes the feathers.
Yeah, because we watched the first one at the
Yeah,
drive.
then I go to the action movies and there's dab
People in
inside.
that'd be
Indonesia
sick too.
believe that this chicken has the power to.
Because last time we watched that shit in, I think, in your car, right? And we were
Would
smoking
you
a
like
blunt.
to try it?
Watching.
Oh,
And the
that's
old
just
one, and now
great.
it's
not
the
focused.
Keep in
upgraded
mind that
version.
each chicken's gonna
Oh,
cost
shit.
you about $2,500. So will that be cash, credit, or your firstborn child?
2,500
Honestly, we
bucks.
take those two. Our next entry is
Bluefin tuna?
bluefin tuna.
What the
People
hell?
say that bluefin tuna is the most
eat that
expensive
raw.
fish in the world.
Yeah.
It comes from Japan, and each pound
It's
costs
like
about
wagyu.
100 or
They
even
say
that raw?
it's the wagyu of
This
fish
fish
because
has
it's got a lot of fat in it.
It's
Yep,
a
there you
very
go.
unique texture and taste
By
that
how healthy,
compared
you
to
know?
any other tuna fish in the market.
I heard salmon is
Also,
really healthy.
exporting it from Japan to other
Salmon's
countries
bomb.
makes it pretty pricey, since it's exclusive to that part
You like
of the
that?
world.
You gotta put chile, hella lemon, hella salt, bro. You probably don't. You probably like put nothing.
Bro, you
on
know
it.
if we go to
You like that?
Japan,
I'm trying to go to
it's cheaper out there because it comes from there.
Yeah, in Japan there's a state called Kobe, and they have Kobe beef and wagyu everywhere. In every corner you can get Kobe for $20 over there.
That's
They
hella
even-
good.
reason.
Oh look, they even have like squared watermelon and
That
stuff.
resulted in a very sweet
What the
combination.
fuck? That's
Sweeter
sick.
than any other
That'd
melon.
make a sick ass log.
Alright,
In the
yeah.
sense goes
He
to
said
Japan.
it's sweeter than
During one
any
auction,
melon.
2 of these fancy
That'd be sick.
fruits
Indica
got
goes
sold
to
for
Japan.
more than
Man, let's make that.
That's a dream
$12,000 each.
for me. I want to
I
go.
could buy
I'm
food
hella
for a
down. I
year
know
with
Breck
that
would be down
money.
too.
But I guess people are eager to pay that much.
Oh,
and no one
yes,
promises to
your
be
boy.
one of the sweetest
Oh
fruits
my
ever.
god.
What can be so special about that?
Manifested
It
it.
kind of looks a bit gross, actually.
We just seen a wild
Let's
bear.
check it out with white truffles.
Oh,
Which is
You might
Oh.
be familiar
just
with
manifested
truffle
it.
oil, and if you've seen truffles,
It's crazy
you know
how you
they're
can
mostly
grow these
black.
and they're
But there's a rare
they're
kind
super
of truffle that
expensive.
grows in the northern part of Italy. Those are the white truffles. The reason why they're so exclusive to this part of the world is because they only grow among the roots of specific trees. They have a very strong taste and a distinct smell.
What?
Oh, I love
Tree
those.
droppings?
The white truffles
You guys
can
had
be
truffle
anything
fries?
between $500
Hell
and
yeah.
$1,200.
Hella good.
The price is determined by how much time it actually took to find them and process them, and also, of course, by their availability.
Fuck
What some
off.
of you watching is almas caviar.
Of course it is.
You wouldn't expect
Caviar
me
is
to
a little
finish
funky,
this list
no?
without mentioning
Yeah, but it's
caviar.
so
Caviar has different categories.
They are clean.
The most expensive kind is
So
almas
expensive. Look how they
caviar.
clean it.
Sourced from a rare
like
female
small.
albino fish.
I'll try
is between
albino.
60 and 100 years old. and lives in
I know somewhere where we can buy some
area that
at a
is not
store,
spoiled
but
by
I'm
pollution.
cool off that shit.
Yeah.
I'll try that with
If
some
you ever
crackers,
want
some
to treat
wine.
yourself to this exclusive dish, you should start saving now.
Oh, yeah.
A kilo
I'd
of
be down to
almas
try that out.
caviar can be $34,000.
I'm out.
Eggs.
I'm out.
Look at that. Look, that looks so good.
Say win the lottery today, though. Which is Are there any other expenses that I didn't mention today?
For a little
Let us know
kilo,
in the
that was
comments.
literally just a little
That said,
latita.
But
I'm gonna go grab a
albino.
Little Caesars
Yeah.
because
There's different
I'm
kinds.
smart.
Yeah, no, he said that was
Poor and hungry.
That's
See you all next time, everybody.
Thanks.
Laters.
Jesus.
All right, then y'all drop a like, a comment, subscribe. Let us know if you guys want to see some more food reactions. And like, everybody.